the resting place of the seal. I possess neither land nor sea, therefore I am free, whispered the seal. Fear not liminality, but embrace the threshold as you accompanied me through the other worlds of transition. Dance in it, as feathers dance in a breeze. Seals have zero control over their environment, and they are liminal creatures. In anthropological terms, liminality is a rite of passage. It stems from a Latin word limen, translating as a threshold. In a metaphorical sense, the magic of the seal takes us on a journey of trusting liminal space. From land into sea they go, repeating this act over and over, and sharing with us that it is safe to walk through a precipice of change. There are many times when liminality crosses our paths, as we transition through life from age to age, and year to year, as we change jobs, move dwelling places, outgrow relationships, and experience our loved ones die. Transitioning through a temporary space, one may feel empty, lost, and in limbo as we prepare for new beginnings. Seals travel through liminality every day and rest gently after rather exhausting hunting pursuits. They are nevertheless content and peaceful with their existence. They neither belong entirely to the ocean or land, continually crossing boundaries. To a seal, a temporary space is natural. They are powerful medicine. The seal ebbs and flows with the moon and the tides. Their connection to the moon is potent. They behold the essence of the moon within their hearts, of divine feminine flow and wisdom. The moon is connected to the energy within us and runs through the left-hand side of the body towards the brain. In ancient yoga traditions, this is called the Ida Nadi. The brain holds life's memories and is integral to the craft of storytelling. The Selkie teaches us to come back to our sacred feminine heart of deep intuition, and in their silence, they hold space for reawakening and transformations. Through storytelling, we reconnect to all of nature. As we dive into the stories of the seal, as we try and understand their intrinsic nature and way they navigate life, our hearts open up to pinnipeds. As we walk the land which has been walked upon for 1,000 years and cross paths with semi-aquatic mammals, our understanding of being in relationship with seal expands. The ocean and the seal shapes us and brings us home to a place we have drifted so far away from. They find freedom in movement as they meander and dash through azure seas. We too can find freedom in oceanic adventures such as wild swimming. While free-flowing movement, we can glide through the crisp, cold ocean, just like the seal. Seals find peace resting on the shoreline. We too can find peace at the ocean's side, through stilling our minds and immersing ourselves in presence. As we gaze at the beauty of pebbles and seashells, as we observe the different colors of seaweed, as we feel the icy cold water rushing over our bare feet, as we feel the sea breeze on our face and taste the sea salt on our lips. We come home to ourselves at the ocean. The seal curiously seeks out oceanic creatures and play with seaweed and with each other. Although mostly solitary creatures, they do form connections. They are in unity with the land around them, and we too can form connections with the ocean. We are not so different from seals as we work, rest, and curiously seek experiences. If a seal metaphorically chooses to accompany you on life's journey, you are blessed. We all have lessons in life. Certain lessons could be to speak our truth and love ourselves. The Selkie Maiden story is a reminder to love ourselves first and foremost, as we take back our metaphorical seal skin and rekindle our inner child. Adult grey seals are heavily clad by blubber, having up to 6 centimeters around their belly, shielding them from the cold. They are a symbol of protection too. A belief in seal lore is a thoughtful, reflective, and private kind of spirituality. It is sacred knowledge. The Selkie Maiden story is about the holy grail of returning to oneself, of finding the secrets of our soul and the grail within ourselves. Pinnipeds awaken the sea priestesses within, as we explore deep into the psyche of our minds to find answers and inner freedom. If it's freedom you seek, freedom can be found in creating boundaries. Imagine yourself swaddled in a silver grey seal's skin. This fur gifts you healing, strength and protection as you navigate life's challenges. Seals are betwixt worlds, and they bring balance to our lives as they dive from one world to the next in their waking days. The metaphorical seal skin offers protection, creates boundaries, and is a safe space to heal. Observe their unique traits and let them appeal to your curiosity. What aspects of the seal do you sense is mirrored within you? Primitive man honored animals that had imitable traits. Families would call lands, roads, and themselves after the animal's name and honor it as a family member. There are many places named after seals. Shillelagh, for example, is an island in the Outer Hebrides of Scotland. The name comes from the Norse Seljaøy, meaning Seal Island, and is the westernmost island of Heisklir. Shillelagh has hundreds of pinnipeds bask on its shores during each pupping season. There is also a place in Sutherland, northern Scotland, called Eilean nan Ron in Scottish Gaelic, known as Isle of the Seals. Pinniped, which means fin-footed in Latin, is a term used for seals. They are said to have evolved from bears, dogs or otters, and their order name, Caniformia, means dog-like. One can differentiate between grey seals and common seals by the shape of their heads. The grey seals are more dog-like, and the common seals have shorter foreheads and are more cat-like. The heads of female grey seals are shorter, and those of male grey seals have lengthier, broader snouts. Males are darker skinned with less fur patterns and have an added bulge towards the rear flippers. Female grey seals are lighter with dark fur patches, pale underbellies, and no protrusion between their retractable nipples and rear flippers. Their whiskers, known as vibrissae, are incredibly sensitive and detect movement from afar. If you notice, their eyes are positioned further apart on their face than those of humans or other animals, and when swimming this gives them a better side view for detecting predators and food sources. They swim on their backs, not through the novelty of relaxing or playfulness, but because they have a greater field of vision upside down. Seals are as flexible as cats. They twist, turn and create banana poses when they are trying to keep their sensitive parts out of cold waters, and these poses indicate they are feeling safe. They glide across golden sand on their bellies, in the same motion as a caterpillar, which is called hobbling. In the ocean, they dart around, navigating hunting grounds, swiftly maneuvering through waters after having shut down their breathing. Seals make a conscious decision to dive, and 15 seconds before they go under the water, they pull blood from their periphery into their core and slow their heart rate down. A seal's heart rate decreases from 120 beats per minute to 5 beats per minute, which shuts down their circulation, and they dive between 10 and 30 minutes with each breath hold, without starving their brains of oxygen. Seals, in contrast to humans, breathe out before swimming to empty their lungs of oxygen, and this allows them to stay underwater for an incredible amount of time. If they get caught deep in the ocean and are stuck for oxygen, they have emergency oxygen supplies in their spleen. Seals crush their own spleen to pump oxygen out, which in turn replenishes their supplies and allows them enough time to resurface. Pinnipeds have extra ribs that protect their lungs, and when they dive, their ribcage collapses due to them having a floating sternum. This floating sternum with connective tissue to their ribcage enables their ribcage to collapse under pressure and is a part of their evolving adaptation, which increases their hunting efficiency. Humans, in contrast, have a fixed sternum. Life is a consistent challenge for seals, yet they continue to thrive every single day. Pinnipeds feed almost entirely on ground and benthic fish, but indulge on lobster, crab, eels, mackerel, octopus and squid. They swim slowly, and mostly near the seabed. As fish swim, They leave a hydrodynamic trail in the water, and just as a boat does, and whilst gliding through the sea, seals locate fish by picking up this vibrational trail from over 100 meters away, using their extraordinarily sensitive whiskers. There are many endearing stories of how seals interact with humans, and if you happen to cross paths with one, it may curiously swim up to you. Remain calm and refrain from approaching it yourself, but allow it to investigate you of its own free will. A seal's safe place is in the ocean, where they are most powerful. Notice when they are on the rocks, they move gently into the water to acclimatize their bodies. They are one of nature's most curious creatures, and their inbuilt resilience has kept their species alive for centuries. You can learn more about seals and the magic with them with our book, The Magic of Seals by Melanie Godfrey, who also provided the script for this video. This book will take you on a journey to awaken a spiritual relationship with the seal, familiarizing yourself with the seal's anima, as well as the history with the Gaelic ancestors of the British Isles. It's available right now from Moonbooks Publishing. Thank you so much for watching. A special thank you to our members. You too can become a member and gain early access to videos just like this one. Just click on that little join button, subscribe for weekly videos, ring the bell to be notified of them, and we'll see you next time.